Hello, today I'm going to be defining overlearning in terms of how it relates to the decision about the amount of practice time needed to learn motor skills. So, first, I would like to actually define overlearning. So, overlearning is the continuation of practice beyond the amount of time needed to achieve a certain performance criterion. So, basically, you're practicing extra over the amount of time that you've already practiced, right? For example, if your exercise program has you squatting, 3 sets of 5, right? And then you start to really overthink your training and you start to overthink your technique. And so now you're going to do another extra set of 5, or you do a few more extra sets of 5. Although you may think that, okay, this may uh, reinforce my technique and like my squat, you're still overlearning, right? And sometimes it can work in your benefit, right? So research actually shows that overlearning can have a positive influence on the retaining of a motor skill. So yeah, I guess sometimes it is beneficial to overlearn a motor skill or a motor pattern, right? I guess you can get away with it sometimes. Now, an example of a procedural skill with overlearning would be how the U.S. Army usually uses overlearning strategies for soldiers to not forget how to assemble a machine gun, right? So they use that overlearning technique to kind of teach their soldiers how to assemble their machine gun, and basically this works as a beneficial tool for soldiers because it's kind of ingrained into their head how to like put a machine gun together and take it apart. A dynamic balance skill. Research shows that there's diminishing returns for an amount of extra practice. So uh, you really only need 50% extra additional practice. Right. So the research actually shows that 50% of additional practice is just as well as like 100% or 200%. So basically, after you go beyond 50%, you're kind of just wasting time, right? Or you could honestly lead to like chronic fatigue. And in the physical education class setting, due to like time constraints, the format of like overlearning is pretty superior just because it's an efficient use of the time.